kind of helps them like figure out financial and stuff.
If you ask just about anyone going into medicine, they all have two things in common. They all have a reason why they want to do it. For a lot of people, it's almost like a chip on their shoulder in a sense. For other people, they want to help people.
There's a significant physician shortage in the state. It's projected by 2030 we're going to need 2,400 more physicians in the state of Colorado.
We also know that such a large percentage of our doctors currently in Colorado actually are over the age of 65 and are nearing retirement. So we realize that one of the important things that we can do to impact our community is building an osteopathic medical college here at the University of Northern Colorado. I'm Andy Feinstein, president of the University of Northern Colorado, and behind me is the Bishop Lair campus, and that's the site of our future College of Osteopathic Medicine, where we will have 600 students studying to be doctors, and we hope to have our first cohort here as early as the fall of 2026.
My name is Charlie Johnston. I'm currently studying Bachelor of Science in Public Health. I was interested in osteopathic medicine in particular because the way it's been explained to me is that a traditional MD path would be that you're treating the patient for, they have these symptoms, you're treating it directly, while a DO osteopathic type approach is more holistic.
If you look at the way DOs are trained in the US, we're trained in a way that's relatively similar to MDs, but with a different philosophy. Osteopathic medicine in the United States started in the 1890s, and it was started by an MD by the name of A.T. Still. And he looked at medicine the way it was being practiced and said, there's some things missing. And his philosophy was that you have to look at people as a unit, and that unit is their mind, body, and spirit. So a DO will go to 4 years of medical school, and they'll do residency, just like an MD will. But the philosophy gets embedded into our curriculum. As a DO, we really want to come out and be that holistic, patient-centered person who sees our patients as a whole human being with all that comes with it, with the social issues that come with it, with their family issues, everything that can impact their health. And there are MDs who really follow that principle, but that is the tenets of our very being. So we incorporate that into our curriculum in the hopes that our doctors are going to graduate and be that whole-centered, patient-centered person.
Osteopathic medicine is not as well known. People know about doctors, but then also dealing with the concept that the community may not be as aware of that DOs exist. Because of that, the first reaction might be, well, you're not an MD, so you're not a real doctor kind of perspective. That can be something that an osteopathic medical student that's graduated might have to struggle with.
I hope that stigma does change because I have seen some exceptional DOs. I've seen some wonderful DNPs, PAs, all sorts of different medical providers that are not necessarily just MDs. And I hope that changes into the future because they can provide care all the same as everyone else. If you go into medicine, if you go into the ER, you should expect that the doctor, or whoever's going to be seeing you, is going to have that all-encompassing view of like, here's some solutions, here's some options, here's some suggestions. Getting told you have no options or very few options is really unnerving to hear from, the experts, the people you should go to in an emergency. I got hit with COVID really bad when I first came out here. I ended up in the hospital for 10 days. A few certain points during that time, I had to ask for certain treatments and I had to request them myself. And if I didn't have that knowledge, I don't know if I would have made it. It was not looking good. I never want to be able to do that to someone. I want to go into medicine so that I can avoid that happening to someone else.
If I were to go back to 1987, I would still want to be a doctor. And some of the best times in my life have been when I've been there taking care of patients, and since then teaching future doctors.
Medicine is not just A plus B equals C. It's understanding that there's a lot more factors at play than just, well, this person keeps coming in sick, we just need to give them antibiotics and send them out kind of thing. It's, well, if they keep coming in sick, is there something at their house that's making them sick? Is there another source that's causing these issues? What's causing all these things to begin with?